Hi! In this video, I'll be starting a new series and I'll be reading my booktubers' favorite books. And I was planning on doing their 5-star reads, but there's this one book and I thought it was somebody's 5-star, but it was actually a 4-star. So it's just gonna be me reading their favorite books instead of their 5-star books. The first booktuber that I want to start off with is actually one of my favorite booktubers, katiewitruk. I don't know how to say her last name, but she is amazing. This is going to sound a bit weird maybe, but she gives me like autumnal vibes, and that's my favorite season. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like her. She has a very comfortable style, and she's funny, and she just seems like such a good and nice person, and we have quite a similar book taste, I think, because if we have if we have read the same book, we give it pretty much a similar rating. And she also loves like whimsical and witches and magical realism. Those are things she's very much into. The thing that she likes that I haven't yet really dabbled into is historical fiction by Kristen Hanna. And I do own one of those books, so I will get to that at some point. But for this video, I have chosen Garlic and the Vampire by Brie Paulson. This is a graphic novel, and I don't think I've actually read that many graphic novels. Like maybe when I was a kid and there was Geronimo Stilton, and there was this one graphic novel that was a history lessons, but then in a graphic novel form, and I really liked that. But this is going to be one of the first graphic novels that I'm going to read now that I'm an adult. I'm very excited about it. I got it in the mail 2 days ago, and I looked at like 2 of the pages, and it's so adorable. So I'm very excited to get to it. But I think it's about it's about a garlic and a vampire, but I think the garlic is like very anxious and just she has anxiety, and I think it's going to be very cute. So I'm really excited about it. And Katie actually gave it 4 stars. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I saw her end of the year rating system get it in the cute tier, and there was 1 tier above it. So I'm assuming that's a 4 or 4.5 star. But it's one of her favorites. And maybe I'll also be reading one other book, because this is just one book that I think I'll get to today quite quickly, probably. Was also considering reading Emma M. Lyon, because that's a series that she has been talking about a lot lately. And I think she's currently reading the last in the series, or I'm not sure. I just watched a video, but I don't remember if she was on like 6 or which book she was on. But the first book, or the first 2 books, she actually gave 4 stars, and then later on in the series she started giving it 5 stars. I don't really know what it's about. First I thought it was Emma and Lion. So I was like, oh, that's crazy, that's some fantasy, but it's Emma M. Lion, so it's not about lion. So yeah, just to clear up that misunderstanding if anybody else was thinking, or yeah, maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I'm very excited to get to that, and I think it is like in the same time period as Bridgerton, maybe. But first off, I'll be reading Garlic and the Vampire. This is already like a really pretty start of the book. That's so cute. For all my anxious bulbs. This is such a cute start already. She's asleep, and it's so cute. The drawing style is really good as well. Oh, she already looks anxious. Okay, it's like the first page. So this little face, that's adorable. Wait, they're at a market and she's a garlic bulb and she's selling garlic bulbs and he's a carrot and he's selling carrots. They're selling out their family. They're just like, what's going on? That's crazy. She's overthinking everything. I recognize myself in this a bit too much. They can give the vegetables life with magic. So she was selling the ones that weren't alive. These drawings are so cute. They are like very exaggerated, like, you know, like crazy faces, but this is adorable. Oh, grapes, how terrifying. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a vampire and there's like all these fruits and vegetables, and then there's this blood orange. So they find out that maybe there's a vampire, and the blood orange screams, cheese and chives! I'm a blood orange! I'm done for! That's. Yeah. Oh. Celery is a bitch. The drawings are so good, like the emotions in these little characters, in these little vegetables. It's so adorable. It's like I really feel for garlic. Oh, Garrett is such a sweet guy. Oh, I'm just now noticing that every chapter this is growing. So like the stem, it's getting bigger. And at the end, it will probably be a garlic bulb. I just read the whole book in 30 minutes. It's so cute. It's really so adorable. And I think if you have a child, like a younger child, then it would be such a cute book to read to them and then to look at the pictures together. I will say though, because I never really read graphic novels, I open the page and I'm immediately looking for the text and then skipping to the next text without actually looking at the pictures. So as soon as I noticed that, I was like, no, I need to take some time to actually look at these drawings because they're so adorable and they really portray their emotions very well. And I think that's very cute. It's a super adorable book. I would recommend it to anyone because it's so cute, but definitely if you have like small children and you want to read a story to them, this is adorable. So I'm very glad that I found out about the existence of this book through Katie. Hi, it's a while later and I just listened to the first volume of Emma M. Lyon. It's basically her diary entries. So sometimes it is a bit, well, boring, or it's just, I, I hope that the first book is just a bit of a introduction to the series, because I did like it. I thought there were some funny moments and there were some moments where I'm like, ugh, I don't like that, but not as in I don't like the book, but as in it sucks that that's happening to her. So I was involved in her life where I wanted her to do well, but not super interested yet. So for me, I think it's at a 3.5 star, but I'm interested enough to continue the series also because they're like really short. They're 3 hours as an audiobook, and I usually put it at 1.5 speed. So I get through it quite quickly. I mean, I was able to get through one today, might even listen to another one tonight. But I think it's interesting enough to continue. But for now, it's a bit like just a diary of what's happening in her life. And it is in like the Bridgerton times. That's not. Maybe I should put a year or something up here because not everybody has seen Bridgerton. It is, I do think it's gonna become more fun and she's gonna be a bit witty. I feel like it's a setup for it to become great, but right now I'm not super interested yet. Okay, I'm gonna give like a kind of a spoiler, so you can skip like a minute ahead if you don't want to hear the spoiler. But of course, there is like a man who was supposed to take care of her money and maybe invest in some things to make it better, or just keep it, and only spend it on household items that are really needed. He was gambling it away, and he didn't like Emma, and he was like, you know what, this is my money right now. I'm in charge of it until you get old enough, so I'm just gonna make sure I spend it all and you have nothing. That man, so annoying. She also worked for 3 years at some place as like a maid, and they didn't pay her. And now they're saying like, oh, you stole our silver and our gold, so we're not gonna pay you. And the accountant or whatever type of person he is, he's gonna try and get that money for her, because that's crazy. She didn't steal the silver as far as we know. No, I don't think she did. I think it's becoming interesting, but I'm not quite there yet. So for me, it's a 3.5. But I am continuing the series, and I do have hope that it's going to be better. And a 3.5 is still good. Like, I thought it was good. I just wasn't super interested or anything. I do think it was pretty interesting that it was in a diary format. I just read Meet Me at the Museum, which was also like that they were writing letters to each other. I think The Correspondent is the same thing, although I haven't read that yet, but I do want to at some point. And this one is with the diary entries. I think that's an interesting writing style and nice to read. So we'll see what I think about the rest of the series. If I do continue, I'll let you know in another video. But for now, so I have read 2 books that are Katie's favorites, and they're not 5 stars, but the Emma and Lion series do become 5 stars, and she did really enjoy this one. I gave Garlic and the Vampire 5 stars. It was adorable, and I cannot think of a single thing that would make it better. It was so cute, and I absolutely loved it. So I read these 2 books, a 3.5 with the plan to continue the series, and a 5 star also with the plan to continue the series. The duology, actually. There's one more book, Garlic and the Witch, is it? I think that's what it's called. And I'm very excited to read that as well. And I do want to, at some point, try a Kristen Hanna book, because that is something that Katie has put as a 5 star book. So I will do that at some point, but for now, these were a bit easier to get to and a bit shorter. and that way I was able to read both of them in one day. So that was really nice. And again, I just want to tell you that Katie is a amazing booktuber, and I think you should definitely check her out, because I think she's so funny and she's so like comfortable. It's just like a comfort booktuber, or I don't know, she's just good vibes all around. So I would definitely recommend checking her out as well. And thank you so much for watching this video. I do plan to do more like other booktubers and reading their favorites and make it kind of a series. Don't know when I'm going to get to it, but that's the plan. And yeah, I'm very excited to do that and to share that with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!